Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, I am Elite Four Stefan. You are part of the squad, and I appreciate you being here. It is Saturday morning. I am running about an hour late, and I'm here to do some shiny Arceus checks. Tupples, hello, welcome. Sorry I'm about an hour late. My alarm didn't go off. Apparently, my nice. I like it. I like it. My alarm didn't go off. Apparently, there was an iOS update, so my phone was like, nope. You did it perfectly. Welcome. You did it absolutely perfectly. I'm going to flip right over to Diamond. We're going to start off with our checks and just start talking from here. But, like, how are you doing this morning, Tupples? I appreciate you stopping in 2 days in a row. That is awesome. Thank you so much. You're like, I'm invested in the hunt now. Eating leftovers. Nice. I make these things, I make breakfast bowls. So like tonight or tomorrow, most likely tomorrow because I have a side job and a dinner date tonight. I make breakfast bowls. And they're pre-made breakfast meals that I eat throughout the week. They are bomb. Today's was double bacon, egg, cheese, and potato with some green onion and garlic in that potato. It was good. It was real good. With a piece of toast. Perfect. And some juice to start the day. I like to cook. I bought a bunch of like Pyrex bowls and I store them in that. Last week's was sausage and a brown gravy sausage with potato, egg, cheese. Oh, it was so good. I think I'm going to make waffle ones this week. So tonight or tomorrow. And do a batch of like potato and egg with a waffle on top. With some syrup. Take it to work, put it in the fridge, and just syrup that bitch. No Eggo waffles, homemade. Brazil. Bam. Oh, it escaped. I didn't read that. It said it escaped. I didn't even see it pop up as an option to catch. Weird. What do you have? I didn't see it pop up. Neither did I. Okay, I'm not crazy. What do you have for leftovers? Mushroom stroganoff. Nice. I don't know if I would have had that for breakfast, but nice. That feels a little heavy. Even though, yeah, it feels a little heavy for breakfast. But I guess I did have a lot of potato, egg, cheese, and bacon, so who am I to judge? It's early. Ooh, question of the day. What's your favorite television show going right now? I'm curious. Have you started your sternly worded letter yet? No? Not yet. Oh, I forgot to look at Nightbot. No, I got off and went for that walk, like I said, which was wonderful. I went for about 45 minutes to an hour. And got home, watched like 20 minutes of a show to kind of like cool down because I was really hot. Is it dangerous walking at night? Yeah, it could be. But I am also a 6'2", 6'3", depending on who measures me. Tall white male who does not mind whooping somebody's ass who tries to approach me in the middle of the night. I also have a nice little pocket knife in my backpack, which I carry with me at all times, just in case somebody tries to get stupid. Rather be safe than sorry. We did walk a well-lit area, so we were out in the open. We weren't like walking through parks or dark places. I live close to our downtown area, so like if we really wanted to, we could have walked that and just walked like the downtown promenade area. It's not a promenade, downtown city area, and just circle that, and that would have been fine. I really actually have never really talked about that on stream, so I'd prefer not to. Yeah, I met up with a friend last night. They met up with me and we went for a walk. When I said that, I just didn't specify, my bad. I guess I should have specified that, I didn't even think about it. I did say we. Yeah, I have a buddy that lives nearby, so I just sent him a text and asked if he wanted to go on a walk with me. So we went on a late night walk. Yeah, I played a little bit of Pokemon Go while on the walk. I like playing Pokemon Go when it's free. So, going for a walk here and there is good for me. I love it. Victory music from Final Fantasy VII. I love it. What team are you on? Team Instinct. The yellow team, if you do not know. I am a high caliber player. Play the game a lot. Ew. What are you, Mystic or Valor? Valor? Ew. What level are you? I didn't actually go around that one. Quite curious now. Do you still play? If so, what level? Or even if you don't, what level? What's your favorite Pokemon possession in Pokemon Go? No? Oh, okay. It's not shiny, you're breaking my heart. Come to me. Oh, excuse me. What do I feel like? I'm gonna bring my drill. Getting tons of YouTube notifications all of a sudden. Should not be getting notifications. I'm on streamer mode. Shame on you. And you said I missed it, and I kind of glossed over it. That Abbott Elementary. What is that? I have not heard of that. Is it a drama, a comedy? Is it an action show? Hey, I'll tell. Show about teacher life? Okay. Comedy. What's it on? Hulu? Oh, I have Hulu. What's it called? Abbott Elementary? I'll have to look. Horror? Not really like a horror movie or TV show kind of guy. I also really don't like, I'm going to call them like sex fest shows. So like shows that are just built around sex. Like Game of Thrones to me, not really built around sex. There are sex moments, not built around sex. Like True Blood as an example, I guess. Like, I don't like that just because it's, like, built around sex, I feel like. The entire show is just sex, which is great. I love sex, but, like, I'd rather have, like, drama or some, like, action or comedy. I feel like those sex shows only throw, like, tits or ass in scenes just to do it. Sometimes I feel like it's not warranted for the story, and I really like the story aspect. So, like, for me, my favorite genre is actually animation because you can get more storytelling out of animation than anything else. But if I'm watching live action, it's comedy. I love my comedies. Even if it's not live action, I like comedy. Like, Archer is one of my favorite things of all time. Scrubs. How I Met Your Mother, Big Bang Theory. Those are just immediately on my shelf right there, so they're easy to look at and to recall to. Have you ever seen The Venture Brothers? Love it. They spoof off Johnny Quest from back in the day. This shit is hilarious. Harvey Birdman, Attorney at Law. That's funny as fuck. Harvey Birdman. Attorney at Law. The League. I don't know if you've ever seen that. I really enjoyed that. Blue Mountain State. Chappelle Show. I love me some Chappelle Show. So mad he quit early. I love the Real World Road Rules challenges. I am a sucker for that shit. I don't know why. Why? I don't watch, like, the Real World. I don't watch, I think, Are You the One cast is part of that crap now. I don't know why. That's my favorite out of all that. I don't really watch reality show. Well, actually, I take that back. I also watch, I was about to say, I also watch pretty much anything with Gordon Ramsay. So, like, I'll watch Hell's Kitchen. I'll watch MasterChef. I'll watch MasterChef Junior. I haven't watched his newest one yet. So, like, Gordon Ramsay. I have a guilty pleasure of watching Robert Irvine. Love me some Robert Irvine. I don't know what it is. Both those two. Just play with my heartstrings. I don't know who he is. He's on the Food Network. He's a big English guy with glasses. He does 2 shows called Restaurant Impossible and Dinner Impossible. Dinner Impossible is my favorite. Do you watch Uncle Roger on YouTube? No, I don't know who that is. Uncle Roger? Should I look it up? A wild timber disappeared in the Pokemon community game if you're playing. We should watch an episode on here. Maybe we could look into it, maybe. I would have to strike it, because I post everything to YouTube, so I would get copyright strikes. So I got to be careful with that kind of thing. Mushroom roast with Jamie Oliver's egg fried rice. Oh. Yeah, like I got to be cautious. That's why I don't play copywritten music, is because of that reason. $3.9 million views. Yeah, I'll have to vet it a little bit. I don't want to just go watching it randomly. Oh, 19 million views. Damn, he rips on it apparently. Holy crap. 9 minutes. He's like, Jamie Oliver doesn't know how to make fried rice? Egg fried rice? He definitely doesn't know how to make it. That would be... Nice, I caught the timber. Okay. So is his whole thing just wearing orange? He must really like orange. Sorry, I was just looking up more information. I don't know if you were... Yeah, I've never even heard of him. I love this beat. Pika, Pika. I really want the shiny Arceus. I really, really want the shiny Arceus. Like, can we will this into existence? What do y'all think? I think so. I am a man of willpower. My willpower is strong. Yeah, Tupples, I post everything I do to YouTube. So all my videos, all my content, anything that I do, I post over there just as VODs as is, and so like I will get copyright strikes for music, videos, anything that I play that isn't from me specifically. I can sometimes get away with watching a video on, but it just really depends on what it is, like a movie or a show. Them and Twitch were really cracking down on that shit for a little bit. So like it's kind of rough saying. Me watching a YouTube video on a Twitch stream and then uploading it to YouTube might be a little difficult. I would have to edit out that entire portion at that point. So you go from like check 1025 to all of a sudden we're on check 1175. And you're like, what happened? How did he skip 150 checks? That was a cool, crazy video for like the next hour on stream if nobody knows what the fuck's going on. Be hilarious. What do you got planned for the day, couples? Anything major? Anything fun? I have two, I guess. Want to be outside. I'm about to go work on a roof here in the next couple hours. And it's like 30 degrees. I don't. My biggest pet peeves, I have two. It's not really a pet peeve, but at the same time it is. I don't hate... Yeah, I do. I hate feet. I don't know how else to say it. Like, I don't mind them. I just don't like being touched by them. Like, when people are putting their feet on me, I have a problem. Otherwise, I'm not like a phobia of... I don't have a phobia of feet. Like, I don't get freaked out by them. I just get pissed off when people put their feet on me. Do not put your fucking feet on me. That is disgusting. I don't care if you were just in a shower, in a bath. Don't touch me with your feet. Feet are nasty. No, I do not want to suck your toes. No, I don't want to do any of that. No. No, no, no. And then my other pet peeve is just people not cleaning up after themselves and expecting others to do so. I literally cook dinner and do the dishes at the exact same time. I have a clean kitchen by the time I'm done cooking. I'm not saying everyone has to do that. I'm just saying be respectful. Maybe pick up your cups. Maybe rinse out your cups. Maybe pick up your trash and throw it away. Do not live your living space a mess for the other person. Those were my two pet peeves. How about you? Like, honestly, like, if you're living with someone, like, roommates, girlfriend, mom, family, whatever, cousin, whatever you're doing, whatever your situation, your best friend, just common courtesy, clean the fuck up after yourself. Like, how hard is that? It's not fucking hard. Right? People are rude. People not trying. That's what I see. That's what I think. I've had a few different types of roommates. Some of them good, some of them great, some of them trashy. Like, the effort is what makes the difference. You know what I mean? the effort. Let's see, one of my first roommates, technically, me, my dad, and my brother moved out when my dad was getting a divorce from his second wife, my stepmom. And he ended up dating this chick a few years later, and he was never there. And he moved out, and he left me, my brother, who just graduated high school, and one of his best friends there. And it was a great place. I loved that place. Like, it was awesome. Big space, everything. Our living room / basement was more like a theater. Like, it was a very long room. So we set it up like a movie theater. We had a bunch of individual chairs and a couch that we set up like theater style, which was pretty cool at an angle. And we'd watch movies and stuff, and I had one chair in the corner. It had a coffee table next to it. It had like my 3DS, my Game Boy 3DS, all my remote controls for all my consoles, the TV remotes, all that stuff's in there. So I worked overnights at the time. I'd work from, I think it was 9:30 to 5:30 with my schedule. It was a long motherfucking day. I worked overnights at Sam's Club. So I was working the receiving dock. I was driving forklifts. I was unloading goods from the trucks. Worst job? A fiber optics technician for my buddy's dad's company was probably easily the worst job I've ever had. And I'd rather do pretty much anything else. Actually, there's two. That one, and when I was like 16 or 17, I got paid to sit outside a gas station to ask people if they wanted to use a gas preservative. And if they did, I gave them a Hot Wheels. And if they didn't, they were on their merry way. And I literally sat there for 10-hour, 12-hour shifts with no inside to go to or anything. Just outside gas station with like a small little booth with no bathroom. So that and the Sam's Club one probably. Nestle was pretty bad too. Nestle Waters. That sucked. And Nestle Waters really sucked too. 12-hour shifts on a 3-3-2 or 2-2-3 schedule. Overnights from 6 p.m. to 6 a.m. Working a factory line, watching waters go by. Did I click over? I don't even know now. What about you? What's your worst job? And what's your biggest pet peeve since you didn't answer me? Oh, people not trying. I thought that was just a comment. My apologies. I thought that was just your commenting towards me saying the roommate's not cleaning up after themselves. Or people are not cleaning up after themselves. My bad. My apologies. Don't think you've had a bad job? Wow. Lucky you. Honestly, I can find flaws with every job I've worked at. Last one I worked at was a bar, arcade, / bowling alley. And I was forced to work long hours. I was forced to work hours that were basically, I didn't have a day or a night. I couldn't go out on dates, couldn't meet people, couldn't meet friends. Worked every weekend. High school students calling out sick constantly, forcing me to go into cover so there would actually be somebody there. I hated it. I had like no life. And I was getting paid 30 grand less than my predecessor. And I had 8 years more experience. Oh. What do you do for a living? I wouldn't have an obvious idea. I didn't know what word I wanted to use there. That's why it kind of became elongated. Not ready to share that yet? Alright. Can't really fault you for that. Well, it sounds like you enjoy what you do if you're saying you don't think you've had a bad job. So that's kind of cool. Kind of jelly of that. Honestly, the more I go to work recently, the more I just don't want to work. But I do what I need to do to survive. And I will do my job efficiently. I will not neglect my job just because of my wanting us to hit the lottery and get lucky, you know. I would have to buy a lotto ticket to actually win a lotto. Do you invest? I do not. I don't really have a ton of disposable income. Up until recently, I was literally living paycheck to paycheck with like 50 to 60 extra bucks a week, if that. So I didn't have any disposable income. When I left my last job to do what I'm doing now, it was a significant pay decrease with the opportunity to make up for it on the back end even more. So I took that as an opportunity / risk chance that was worth it. Especially with me hating working the bar industry and the arcade. Like, I was starting to hate it a lot. People sucked, especially during the pandemic. Like, I hated it. I really hated it. People were so bad. Just... What do you mean I need to have a mask on? Well, yeah, there's this little thing called COVID-19 that just came out. Well, that's not a thing. Dude, no. Alright, whatever. Wear your mask. It's a state mandate. Well, I'm from Florida. That's not a mandate there. I don't give a fuck where you're from. Wear your fucking mask. Like, honestly, I basically became a glorified babysitter of people's masks and walked around with a disinfectant bottle and spray rag and literally had to wipe down everything that everyone touched at all times. My head hurts thinking about it, honestly. And I'm not kidding when I said that. Like, we had to separate games, like skee balls. Every other one had to be turned off. So people had 6 foot distance. They had to pull out every set of balls that were used in the skee ball and wipe each individual down, and then the playing surfaces, and then the card reader. And then you would have to like tail people, essentially, in the arcade, because you would have to clean up everything or wipe down everything that they fucking touched. So like you're basically just watching people and following them in the arcade. And that probably pissed them off. It pissed me off. Ooh, the heater is so nice right here right now. Uh-oh. Yes, I'm listening to music still, YouTube. Thought I heard my front door open. I was about to go kill somebody. I was about to run and drop kick. Be like, hold on, I'll be right back. And then all you hear is a big old thud in the background. And you hear, ow, from both of us because I landed on my head, most likely. And I drop kicked that dude in the face / chest / chick. If it might have been a chick, you never know. I don't judge who breaks into my apartment. I just drop kick him. Fly across the hall right over here. Look like Superman with my feet and just right into the chest. Look like I was, versus game, and I was getting ready to just stomp on their chest and just do a little dance and then jump off. How dare you enter my apartment? If you could play only 3 games for the rest of your life, or 3 game series, I'll say, what would they be? So, if you're like Pokemon, I'll give you the Pokemon franchise. You play whatever you want related to Pokemon. As an example. You can only choose 3 gaming franchises. Heat. Pokemon, Mario Kart, Animal Crossing. Damn. I was wondering if you would stick with those 3. The Mario Kart I kind of expected. I was wondering what the 3rd would be. I know you said you were into it till recently, but still, it doesn't mean you follow it everywhere. Pokemon Final Fantasy. Ooh, really hard. I wanna say I'm like now I'm just thinking because I want as many games as possible. I might just choose Assassin's Creed even though they have a few real bad duds in there. But I think I'll go Pokemon Final Fantasy Kingdom Hearts? Oh, the third one kind of disappointed me. But I do love the others. We begin as many shiny checks as possible. What were you doing in Animal Crossing, if you don't mind me asking? Like, what was your... I'm assuming you were doing the daily routine stuff. You were trying to collect all the fossils, possibly. Do all that other details. Like, what were your goals in Animal Crossing? How long have you been playing it? And what specifically were you doing or building to? Like, were you trying to build something specific? Did you have an idea for something and maybe it just didn't come to fruition? Did your island come together like you thought? What do you got here for me? Do this chair. For a little over a year, didn't really have any goals after collecting all the fossils. I decided to deconstruct everything, but then just stop there. Okay. So you have literally a flat island with nothing? Do you still have, what the hell's the owl's name? Do you still have the museum and all that? I'm gonna go grab a drink real quick. Yeah. So just a flat surface, eh? Return to me. Cold. My legs are cold. I am in shorts. I'm in my apartment. It's gonna be warmer. That was supposed to be 70s this weekend. 38 is not 70s. Huge difference. It is almost 11. So what are you doing in Pokemon right now? What's your do you have a goal in Pokemon? Are you shiny hunting? Are you trying to complete the dex in something? Quite curious. Also, I need to start playing Mario Kart more. I've only done one cup actually. I haven't had a lot of time to play recently. Oh, that beat is hard. Shinotic escape. Yeah, I should have probably caught that. I was like half-heartedly paying attention to it. Oopsies. Oopsies. Whoopsies. What's your favorite YouTube videos to watch? Soyabi, what it do? What up? Welcome, Soyabi. Welcome to the chat for the first time. I appreciate you stopping by. It's going good. Just starting off the day. Getting some shiny Arceus checks in while we can. Before I go do a side job from my work and later today, and before I go out to go see the Fantastic Beasts movie and go out to a dinner date. How about you, Soyobo? Or Soyabi? How's your day? How's your morning? Also, good shit. Appreciate it. You got anything planned? Anything good? Sorry, what did you ask me? I was away. Just woke up. Nice. Yeah, I've been up for about an hour and a half myself. My alarm didn't go off with an iOS update. Tupples, I was asking about... I already forgot now. Brain fart. My bad. I get distracted by Soyabi. Hope I'm saying that right. Gotta still do tax stuff. Ooh. That's rough. Actually, taxes kind of screwed me this year. I got paid like 1/4 what I normally would each year. And they hit me with taxes on top of my federal. So like my federal was only supposed to be like 400 back. I only got like 150. They hit me hard on top of that. They were like, no, this is what you're getting. But it was also the fee for using the TurboTax thing, I guess. So it was just, I got hit hard. I was like, what the hell? They ain't free TurboTax? fucking weird champ. Love it. Fucking love it. Siabi, you a Pokemon player, I assume? What's your favorite Pokemon game / generation? And your favorite Pokemon? I think it might be free until March 31st. I have some, I pay, well, I don't even pay her. She refuses to take payment. My old HR for one of the businesses I used to work for does my taxes, and she's been doing them for over a decade. So I trust her. It's been consistent. She does the TurboTax on her end, and she does the taxes for like 8 people. I know that. My neck won't crack. Did I? Don't think I clicked over on that one. My favorite game is Soul Silver, Heart Gold, but favorite gen is just 5. Black and White? Right? Unova? I think it is black or white, right? Because 4 is Diamond and Pearl. Yeah, I think black and white was next. And then X and Y. I'm pretty confident with my decision there. And then Sun and Moon. And then... Well, yeah. Like, do I have that right? Yeah. I did like Black and White. I thought Black and White was a very good generation. I thought it was underrated. Way too early. They introduced the most new Pokemon. Lines up. Sounds about accurate. What's your favorite Gen 5 Pokemon? Honestly, Gen 5 is also probably my favorite anime version of the cartoon. Because Ash actually catches a bunch of fucking Pokemon instead of just like 4 or 5. So many suck designs. Probably Oshawott. Oshawot's pretty dope. I thought Axew was adorable. I hate his evolution line though. I thought that was kind of weak. Haxorus isn't bad, but could be worse. Zekrom is fucking sick. Zekrom is fucking sick. Oh. So many sick designs. Okay. I really like Sandile, Crookeruk, and Crocodile. Like, I like them. I thought that was a good evolution line. I didn't mind the Pidove line. I thought that was good. The starters weren't my favorites. They also aren't my least favorites. Reshiram wasn't bad. Trying to think. Kyurem was awful. the Hounds of Justice. That's P common. I don't hate him. Oh, that's common. I don't hate him. For which one specifically that I said? The final Evo starters? Ah. Yeah, they're not my favorites. But again, they're not my least favorites either. So, like, for the longest time, I told everyone my least favorite generation was Gen 3. They have good models and good Pokemon created in Gen 3. I really like some of them. Like, the starters are legit in Gen 3, in my opinion. But, like, the Gen 3 game fucking sucked up until the remake, in my opinion. I wasn't a huge fan. I think X and Y is the weakest generation we've ever gotten. Or I'm sorry, not X and Y, Sun and Moon is the weakest generation, in my opinion. And then right behind it is, like, Sword and Shield. And then, like, Hoenn. And then, for me, it's everything else. You think the Swords of Justice are pretty mid? Okay. Yeah, like, they're not, like, horrible, but they're not great. I never got to play with Kalita or I don't know how to pronounce the fourth one's name. Sean, what up, brother? Yeah, Soyabi. It's a little hot take. People don't like my hot takes. My man. Just got home from disc golf. Nice, man. Nice. Sounds like a good morning. We're going to be doing this until noon. I got to head out and go to a side job for work. You pay some extra Skrilla, you know? Make some extra cash. So I got about an hour of this left. Do as many checks as possible. I got on a little late. My alarm didn't go off this morning. I was kind of upset. I actually set one too. Usually I don't on the weekends. I'm gonna try to go at least twice a week. Dude, nice. Congrats. That kind of stuff is fun. For a while there when I was working at Brunswick Zone, I really felt like I had no free time. I felt like I couldn't do anything, so I was forcing myself to go golfing at least 4 times a week, even if that's just to the driving range and going before work. So I kept my clubs in my trunk, and I would try to go to the driving range or go play a back 9 or go play a par 3 somewhere. I was trying to play golf and get better and just have some fun on the side. It got kind of costly, but I enjoyed it a lot. I did get better, and then I didn't keep up with it. Keep up with it. At least yours is free. Golf is one of the hardest sports to fucking master. Easiest to learn, hardest to master. been playing real golf. Wasn't gonna pay for left-handed clubs and end up hating it. You can always rent clubs. Rent a pair from the clubhouse and go one day and just try it out. You ever think back to Google Stadia guy and think, hey, I really hope that guy is doing well for himself? No, I do not. That is not something that comes to my mind. I can't say that it is. I have thought about it with like other commercials. Churm just spawned in the Pokemon community game if you happen to be playing. But like growing up in California, there was a commercial where everyone used to make fun of me for because it was a plumbing commercial. The dude's name was Jack Steffen, and my name being Steffen. They just would put it together. It didn't matter. And he ends his commercial because everyone like mispronounces his name, like mine does. The commercial's Stefano? No, it's Stefan. Steven? No, it's Stefan. Stefan? No, it's Stefan. Jack Stefan. And then I would always get that, like everywhere I went in California was Jack Stefan. I got alert for a few, gotta go prep chicken to smoke. Nice. Stadia was a dumpster fire, terrible service. That guy really made me want to check it out. Honestly, I don't remember any of that. I don't remember any commercials or anything for Stadia. I never played one, never wanted to play one. I didn't really care. It never piqued my interest. How about everybody else? Let's change to the next song. Yeah, I never tried the Stadia. I'm very skeptical on like newer consoles coming out. I don't usually see victory in their sights. You know what I mean? Check out the old commercials? Yeah, I'll write it down right now. Actually, I got little notes of things I need to do, so I'll do that. Old Stadia commercial. Boom. I'll check it out. Well, at least it was less of a console and more of a service. Even so, you know what I mean? Like, I'm very skeptical on those kinds of things. I don't just jump into them. Like GameFly, I remember doing that when that came out, and it took like a year or two for me to commit to that. And actually, I just looked it up the other day. Did you know GameFly is actually still a thing? I thought like everybody was buying digitally nowadays. That's what it really feels like to me. I thought that's why like GameStop was having trouble and like going out of business. Less and less people are buying used like that. Just true. Yeah, because I bought the digital-only Xbox One S, or the brand new Xbox, the newest generation of Xbox. And between me and my brother, we game share, and his Xbox is my home, and my home is his Xbox. We have about 300 games. They have so many sales on digital games, like, every week. Like, if you're just patient, you're going to get it on sale. Like, the only exception is, like, Grand Theft Auto 5. Otherwise, unless it's brand new, there's always a sale on that stuff. It's not always the same games, you know what I mean? But yeah, no, I understand wanting cheap stuff. Everyone has a different perspective of where to go to get cheap stuff. Just sometimes it is cheaper online. There were two games I really. Oh, I almost bought the Star Wars Force Unleashed and the Force Unleashed 2 digitally. I've already beat them. I've already played them through, but they were only $2 digitally. Like how can I be like, yeah, no, whatever. That's cheap as shit. The Force Unleashed 2 is arguably worth like $8. They didn't really put too much content in that compared to the first one, but like, you know what I mean? That's a decent game. Two decent games for $2. I just bought The Witcher 3 for $8. I've never played The Witcher 3. I want to play The Witcher 3. Something I might do on stream. I'm not quite sure. But Witcher would be fun. I do enjoy this show. The movie wasn't bad. And then we get into the world. What other games do you play, Sayabi? This is true. Other games? Okay. A lot of information there. I appreciate that. We got into a lot of detail into that conversation. Shared your passions with me. I appreciate it. Top 3 games. And you don't even have to go in a specific order. And you could even just do franchises if you want. What are your 3 favorite franchises? I'm saying Pokemon, Final Fantasy, and Kingdom Hearts are my 3 favorites. Tuckles, why do you say you wish you played Kingdom Hearts? You can always play Kingdom Hearts still. Well, you can get it on the new gen consoles. Unfortunately, if you get it on the Switch, it's very bad from what I understand, and very laggy, and it's only digital only with live service, if I'm not mistaken. Mons, Mario, Zelda, Kirby, Bayonetta. Zelda, oh my god, Soyabi. Breath of the Wild is my shit. I love it. One of my favorite games of all time. Splatoon as well? Excuse me. Okay. I 100%ed Breath of the Wild on stream. I guess it was kind of recently. It was like 6 months ago. Played the fuck out of it. Got all 900 Korok Seeds, everything. Would Mario cover all the Mario games? Absolutely. I would say Mario would cover every Mario game. Because there's so many... The Mario franchise is ever expanding. You got golf, you got basketball, you got karting, you got the actual Mario games themselves. I would even count Luigi's games in that little umbrella. What do you think about Breath of the Wild 2 being delayed? Would I put everything on the back because I want a shiny live index? Nice. In which game? Quite curious now. I'm trying to do it in Arceus along with an Alpha Dex. A Nat Shiny Livindex. In BDSP, I'm assuming? Nice. That's a tall order. That is a very tall order. Excuse me. No, in all gens. Oh shit. So does that mean you're with all forms? So does that mean you're gonna need a shiny Bulbasaur line in not only Gen 1, but all the way to Gen 9? So you're gonna need 27 shiny Bulbasaurs? Right? If I'm not mistaken. Because you're gonna need to evolve all of them. So I just want to make sure this is what you're telling me. No? Well, yeah, 9 generations. If you want national decks, Bulbasaur as an example. You need a Bulbasaur, Ivysaur, and Venusaur in each gen. All shiny for your national decks. Right? So yeah. Am I wrong? Only one shiny Bulbasaur in my decks. You want a national shiny living dex though? I hear living decks. I'm expecting one of each in your boxes. That's what a living dex is. Usually when people say, I need 5 Bulbasaur, why? Oh, because are you only doing it up to black and white? You're gonna place them at home? Five doesn't make sense though, unless you're only going up to that gen, and even then you would need 15. Because if you're getting a national living dex in each generation, unless you're just planning on getting the 3 and transferring them to each generation. No, 1 Bulbasaur, 1 Ivy, 1 male Veno, 1 female Veno. Sorry, 4. And transfer them to each generation? Or are you just doing this on one sole game? I must have gotten that confused. What's my favorite meme templates? Anything from Scott Pilgrim versus the World, or Chappelle Show references are probably usually my go-to ones. I'll even do Blue Mountain State every once in a while. If you've ever seen that college humor show, it used to be on Spike. If they're capable of being shiny and they're ending up in home. Gotcha. I have a lot of my home. I have a ton of shiny Pokemon in my home. I have like 60 Abras in my home. Tupples, I don't think I've seen any Scott Pilgrim memes. Scott Pilgrim versus the World is considered a box office bomb, but it is hilarious. It's got a cult following. It's got a ton of famous actors. There's a moment in the movie there's a ton of moments in the movie. I'll rephrase that. But there's this one moment. Yeah, from Go. I am a hardcore, or was a hardcore Pokemon Go player. So I have a ton of Venusaurs and Bulbasaurs in there too, probably. But yeah, it was hardcore. Or it was this moment where he asked the girl out on a date. He cooked her dinner. They're sitting there eating. is eating bread. And he's like, bread is delicious. I could eat bread for every meal of the day. And she just looks at him and she's like, bread makes you, then you would be fat. And he's like, what? And she's like, bread makes you fat. And he's got like a huge bite of bread in his mouth. He's like, bread makes you fat. It's so funny. And that's like one of my favorite gifts to send to people or memes. Does bread makes you fat? Have you seen Arrested Development? Michael Cera stars in that show. I've seen bits and pieces. I've never watched it through. I'm not a huge Larry David fan, who created the show, if I'm not mistaken. I liked Seinfeld, but I think it was because it was properly toned. I don't think... I'll have to give Arrested Development another chance. It's just so much publication about it being gone and back and gone. I don't know. I got like 60 Abras. I got like 60 Gasleys. What don't I have? I was, at one point in time, one of the top 2 ranked players in the state of Colorado in Pokemon Go, and I was also one of the top ranked 100 players in the world. It's definitely changed in the last 9 months. I've lost a lot of passion for the game. It also doesn't help that Niantic, Niantic monetizes the shit out of the game and makes it so it's not really free to play. It's not accessible to handicapped individuals. Any quality of life updates they give, they take away because fuck the player. That's how I feel they operate. And then usually they lock it behind a paywall, anything new. And then like 2 years later, they'll release it in an event. And they'll be like, you're lucky though. And then they do interviews, they're like, this is a forever game. No, it's not. You're dragging it out. And that's fine, but you're monetizing it along the way, and that's not fine. What happened to Wizards Unite? Literally, I just read an article where they're talking about how Wizards Unite caved because everything was monetized. Go is just a sigh. I don't know what you mean by that. It's like a show, like whatever. Like, Go sucks? Is that what you're saying? It's reached its potential. They'd have to do a lot to save it. Oh no, that I 100% agree. For the last like year and a half, 2 years, it's hard nosedive. I 100% agree with that, and that's why it's been really hard for me to play. Not only with monetizing and removing quality of life updates, but they've been so set in their ways with their gameplay and the way they want PvP and things to be. It's just so terrible. It just doesn't work. And they're not willing to change it. And unfortunately, people are starting to realize how bad it is. And I think the game might finally die either by the end of this year or by next year. The thing that sucks with it is, like, I play it in the background still. I don't play as frequently as I used to. I don't go out all the time and play for hours on end. I used to walk around neighborhoods for hours on end, just going anywhere. I used to drive my car. I put 40,000 miles on my car in like a year and a half, just playing Pokemon Go. Like, I played this. I was driving everywhere. I was doing everything. I was hitting every raid. I was playing as much as physically possible. And then I realized I was just wasting my time and just spending a lot of money. And I should be doing it more free to play. So I tried to do that for a while. Then I got more and more upset that like I couldn't do things technically because nothing's free to play in the game. It has good potential. Some of my fondest memories are going to major events and meeting up with people in like Chicago. I had a lot of fun with that kind of stuff. Ooh. Ooh, 1,111 checks is going to be a fun number. I like fun numbers. So, Abby, did you play Pokemon Go? I'm assuming at one point in time? What's your favorite fun number? 720. And the only reason it's my favorite number is because when I was younger, I used to hang out with a bunch of a group of girls. We used to smoke weed when I was younger, and we'd hang out in this neighborhood. And every time we seemed to hang out, it'd always be like 720. So it was always a thing. It was always just, hey, it's 720. Oh my God, we're having fun, kind of thing. Briefly, but never got hooked. I've been playing since day one. So for me, it's hard to like walk away, especially with how much effort I put into it. I thought it would be a skateboarding reference. Nah, my skateboarding days were super early. And like I only did like a year or two of skateboarding out in Cali before I moved out here. I never was a huge skateboarding fan. Like I enjoyed it. I had fun doing it with friends, but like I never really got into it on that scale to know references. Besides anything from like the Tony Hawk games. Yeah, I have an ass load of shinies because of Pokemon Go. Because you can transfer them all to home. So like right now, just as an example, I have on my game 1,876 different shinies. They're not necessarily different, but they are. There's an event going right now, apparently. Hold on, let me, I have a half an hour. Is there a special field research or anything? No? Whack. Switch my layout real quick, and we're about to reset this. Give me a second, I'll be right back. Grab my iPod cord. There we go. Yeah, there's an event going on right now, I think, with some field research about execute or some shit. So I figured I'd just turn on my phone for the next half an hour and let's take a look. Come on, Arceus. I need you to be shiny, bruh. Bruh. You're messing up my mellow, man. You're messing with my groove thing. I just need you to be shiny for me, bruh. Yeah, I've played quite a bit in Pokemon Go. Put in a lot of effort, a lot of time, a lot of money. It's hard for me just to walk away. Again, when I have 1,876 shinies, kind of hard. I do not watch Bob's Burgers. I do not find it funny at all, unfortunately. I don't judge anyone for liking it or anything. It's just not my humor. I do really like John H. Benjamin. His name is? Yeah. I think he's absolutely hilarious. I don't have enough shiny Eevees. What do y'all think? Can't hear the voice and not think Archer. That's exactly how I feel. And some of the jokes don't hit with me on the few episodes I have watched. But all I think is Archer. God damn it, Archer. What about Eevee? I was just showing off some of my shiny Eevees in Pokemon Go. There's like 75 right there. Not including the other ones that I have further down the list. Oh, damn. Yeah. Like here. I'll show you the entire lineup real quick. I have 124 shiny Eevees or evolved Eevees in Pokemon Go. And then all the evolutions, PvP ones. Yep. Hashtag Eevee is life. Eevee! One must love thy Eevee. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, Yanni all of a sudden. If one does not love thy Eevee, one cannot love thyself. It's a standard rule of law. That's why it's hashtag Eevee is life. More Peko appears in the Pokemon community game. Soyabi, are you an Eevee fan? Hey, you're not shiny. What's my favorite Eevee evolution? If you made me choose one, it's gonna be Umbreon, probably. But honestly, all of them are pretty fucking awesome. I dig the pupper. I hope we get a new one. Okay, let's settle this real quick. Do you consider Eevee a pup, like a dog? Because I've always considered Eevee closer to a fox, or yeah, I would say a fox. I've always used a fox as my example. What animal are you saying Eevee is more related to? I'm quite curious. Maybe a wolf? Because this has actually been a debate between me and a couple friends before. Ah. Oh, there's my neck crack. Oh, I needed that. It's a combination of a fox puppy and a cat to me. I've actually heard that as well. A fennec fox. I've actually heard the combination of the three. I have not heard of the fennec fox before. It's more a fox than anything. Okay. At least we can agree on that. This has actually been a great debate between me and a couple friends. Almost as good as our great breakfast debate of 2019, where they say salt, pepper aren't condiments. And you shouldn't use condiments with your meals. Like no ketchup, no mustard, no mayo, none of that. Just side, none of that. No jelly for your toast, no butter for your toast, nothing. It's an unholy curse from the beast we call the Desolate One. Is that what you're calling Eevee? Well, let me put my Shundo Eevee on the screen for you. Yeah, we already got out Fennec Fox with Fennekin. That's also true. I didn't even think about that. No. I can't use words. Wow. No fun number redeem. And I just double click? No, I did not. Yes. Damn. The Desolate One, apparently. I didn't know that. But I love Eevee. Hashtag Eevee is life. Dun, 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 dun. Unfortunately, I only have about 18 minutes left on stream. I have to leave around noon to get to my job at 1. Remember Clerks 2? No, I never watched Clerks 2. I've only watched the original Clerks. Clerks 2 was never on my I need to watch list at any point in time. I don't remember watching the end of Clerks 1 and being like, man, I cannot wait for a sequel. It's not how I felt. The only thing I know about Clerks 2 is the ass to mouth ratio joke. What's my favorite roof shingle? So funny. Well, I don't know. You're talking about color or brand? Or like application means? Excuse me. Wow. Why am I so yawny? Material. I would say it's called Modbit is probably my favorite. It's a flat roofing material. It's easier to use technically, but it needs to be done correctly. It needs to be done correctly. But I think it looks really good. It's basically one flat sheet, and it just goes across the entire roof. But it's heat welded. So you have to use what's called a Leister to heat weld it all and melt the product out. I really do like that. I think it's easy to apply. I think it's easy to do. If it's done right, I think it looks good. What show am I looking forward to? Better Call Saul Season 6. I have not seen anything past Season 2. I need to catch up on it for sure. Have they finally really almost tied it into Breaking Bad? Quite curious at how close that is. Solid binge show. Yeah, I've just been kind of waiting until it's done. I always hear good things still, so it's not like I've been avoiding it. It's just I'd rather watch other things at this point. I feel like watching Better Call Saul or Breaking Bad, as an example, are heavy shows to watch. There's a lot of tie-ins to Season 3. Okay. I know Vince Gilligan is a pretty smart guy. What do you think of the El Camino tie-in movie? I forgot about that being a thing. Until just this moment. Excuse me. How are you breaking out of an Ultra Ball? There was stuff like Tuco back in Season 1. No, yeah, I do remember that. Do not get me wrong. I do remember that. I didn't like it as much as I thought I would have. Oh, okay. That is also surprising. I guess I expected more. Well, with how crazy Breaking Bad was, you kind of got to assume more, I guess. His relationship with his brother in the first season, I just thought was so weird. Like, that I didn't like. That kind of bothered me. Stop yawning, dude. What the hell? What's your most disappointing TV season of anything? It's weird. Well, his brother is weird. Yeah. It's just the way, it wasn't what you expected out of the show, is how I'm going to phrase that. Worst season of television. Go. Community season 4, easily. Oh, really? What about Game of Thrones season 7? That's so bad it's made me not want to go back and watch anything else ever again. Good Lord, take it back. I haven't seen it. Oh, okay. My apologies. I am not giving spoilers away. Not my thing to do. Shiny, please come to me. I'm definitely gonna, though. I always said I would once it ended. Honestly, season 1 through 6 is some of the best television I've ever watched. It's top notch. The twist, everything. They just didn't know how to write that final season. I don't know how else to say it. Like, it could have been worse. It could have been better. I guess they just didn't know how to end it. And the way they ended it wasn't satisfying, I guess is the way to say it. And I'm not saying it had to be a happy ending. Just the way they did it. Definitely watch it. Give your own opinion. Highly recommend it. Sometimes it's hard to start up a good or a great thing. Well, from what I understand, as they're writing the final season, D.B. Weiss and Benioff, the two showrunners, got announced as the new writers for the upcoming Star Wars movies. So a lot of people are saying they just got completely distracted by Star Wars and weren't focusing enough on this. And then because of how bad Game of Thrones was in the final season, they got fired from Star Wars. Like, oh, we wrote you for your writing visionary genius. This was not it. That's got to sting. To be like, yeah, we hired you for your writing genius and prowess. You guys are great showrunners. And you just fucked it up in a single season. Alright, I'm gonna get a few more checks in and then I gotta get off and go head to my side job for the day and then head back home and get ready for tonight. I want to thank everyone for being here. I can't thank you enough. Your support is wonderful. I'm doing the shiny checks with people watching and communicating and having some fun with some conversation. It always makes it a lot easier, so thank you. Tupples, thank you so much. I appreciate you. We're going to go to 11:25 and then I'll call it. So we got a few more checks. If you haven't yet, please consider following and subscribing. If you don't have to, but it's greatly appreciated. It does help support the channel, even just a follow. Also, I do post everything VOD-wise, clip-wise, highlights, everything I do on YouTube. My YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, and all my socials, Discord are linked below. Please consider checking those out whenever you get an opportunity. Minegishi just spawned in the Pokemon community game. That's a pretty rare spawn, I think. I've never seen that. You catch. Tupples needs to buy some Pokeballs. Ah. There we go. I got you, Tupples. I don't know why your Pokepass isn't working, though. Shot just break? Huh. Tupples, are you doing this from IO or your phone or from a desktop or PC? Phone? I don't know if you can do it from the phone, but there might be a PCG icon you can select on my About page. And if you do that, you should be able to go into the shop and buy in bulk and see how much money you have and make your life a little easier. But I don't know if you can do it from the phone. I know you can do it from the web browser. Ah. Yeah. 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 Yeah, that's about right. 100 checks, 2 hours, roughly. A little faster than that, but still. I hope you have fun time working and at the movie. I appreciate it. Any side money I can make right now is good money, so appreciate you. And I'm excited to see the Fantastic Beasts movie. I'm not a huge fan. I do have fun. My strongly worded letter. That's hilarious. I do have fun with the Harry Potters, especially as I got older. But yeah, I'm not like the biggest fan, so I'm excited to see it with the girlfriend. Hope everyone has a wonderful Saturday afternoon. Thank you again for supporting, watching the channel, even for 5 minutes, 5 seconds, 5 hours, whatever it is. Thank you. If no one's told you today, yes, you. Not because you're here, just because you are yourself. You are awesome. Thank you again. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys tomorrow. I will be on at 8 p.m. Mountain Time, and I will be on until midnight. Have a good one, guys. Deuces.